Hey everybody, how's it going? My name is Chris and I'm from the Dynamic Drum School in California. And today I want to teach you how to play the quarter note triplet rhythm. I've been getting asked by a lot of students, like, how do you play this rhythm? They're so confused. So I thought I would break it down for them. And then hopefully if anyone else finds this, it will help you understand the rhythm more. So it's really not that hard, especially if you understand eighth note triplets first, if you understand how to play that, how to count it. So I did do a video of that a few weeks ago. There's going to be a link in the description below. You can check it out. Definitely watch that first if you don't know what eighth note triplets are. It will give you a better basis of how to play the quarter note triplets. So in this video, I'm going to break down, I'm going to start with that a little bit, just kind of quickly go over the eighth note triplets, and then I'm going to give you some examples of how to prepare to play the quarter note triplet, and then play the quarter note triplet, how to simplify it, how to play it just counting up to 3, and then the actual quarter note triplet counting. There's going to be also some examples specifically for drummers where I break down some other rhythms with the quarter note triplet, and then also some independence exercises. So if you aren't a drummer, you just tap along. Some of these that are more complicated, I think it'd still be great to try them. Maybe just tap your hand and your foot in place of the bass drum and the snare. You can tap your hand or clap and then stomp your foot or tap your foot in place of the bass drum. So it's just to help you kind of internalize the rhythm, because after a while, it's really not that hard of a rhythm to just feel. There's some great songs that have this rhythm incorporated that you can check out. If you happen to be a fan of Led Zeppelin, there's a great song called Fool in the Rain, where John Bonham starts off playing the classic sort of Purdy Shuffle, kind of adds his twist to it. And then in the next section, he plays the quarter note triplet along on the bell of the cymbal, and it fits perfectly with the song. It's kind of brilliant how he came up with that rhythm with the guitar part, because it fits perfectly. And there's another song, I just can't remember the name of it, by Sting, back when Omar Hakim played with the band. I think it's from the live record, Bring on the Night. And he plays a shuffle beat, and at the end of the song, he throws in that quarter note triplet at the end of each measure. So check out those two songs. It will start to help you kind of internalize the rhythm. Let me know if you have any questions. Please subscribe to the channel, give us a thumbs up, and let's get to it. So let's take a look at number 1. As I mentioned before, I did a whole video on the eighth note triplet. So if you don't know what an eighth note triplet is, definitely check that video out first. Number 1 is just a measure of eighth note triplets, and I'm going to play this on the snare and then count out the triplets out loud. So let's try it at 50 beats per minute. 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1. Number 2, I'm going to accent with the leading hand. So if you're right-handed, you want to accent your right hand. If you're left-handed, you want to accent your left hand. And then the other hand's just going to be softer. Just in case you don't know what an accent is, it just means play that particular note louder. That's what that little sign is right above the note. So with the accent, we're going to now play the quarter note triplet with the leading hand. 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1. So with number 3, what I want to do is let's move your leading hand to the hi-hat. Your left hand will stay, or your weaker hand will stay on the snare drum. We're going to put the same rhythm. This is going to be eighth note triplet. We're just splitting it up between 2 sound sources. And I found with a lot of my students, by doing that, they really start to hear the quarter note triplet within that rhythm. 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1. So for the next example, we're going to combine one measure of what I just played, and then we're going to play one measure of the eighth note triplets, just taking away the left hand and just playing every other eighth note triplet on the hi-hat. 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1 triplet, triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1. So for number 5, we're just going to move the hand back to the snare drum. This is the same rhythm we were just playing on the hi-hat on the second measure. So just so you hear what it sounds like on the snare. 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1. With this one and all these examples, I would also recommend leading with the left hand and alternating hands. So let's take a look at number 6. This is what the actual quarter note triplet looks like. You'll notice there's 3 quarter notes grouped together with that bracket with the 3 on top of it. So there's a total of 6 quarter note triplets per measure of 4/4 time. So I'd like to keep the same 8th note triplet counting just so it's easy to know where the quarter note triplet lies. So it's basically the exact same example as number 5, but just written differently. 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1. So now I want to show you some examples on the drum set. If you don't play drums, you can, like I said earlier, you can clap with the snare drum part, with the top part, and the bottom part on the bass drum. You could tap your foot or stomp your foot. But I found with my students that when we really break up the rhythms a lot with our hands, not only is this a great independence exercise, but it really makes you internalize this rhythm. So the next example, we have your leading hand on the hi-hat, and then the bass drum is going to be the other triplet. So let's try this a little faster at 70 beats per minute. 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1. Now we're going to do the reverse, just do the bass drum of the first partial, and then go into the hi-hat. 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1. Now the next example, we're going to play back and forth between the hi-hat and the bass, and then the second half of the measure, we're just going to play the quarter note triplet. 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1. Now the opposite, leading with the bass drum. 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet. Now we're going to play back and forth with the next example between the hi-hat and the snare, and then the hi-hat and the bass drum. 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1. Now the opposite. 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1. And the last one, this is a little tricky because we're going to split it up and flip it. So you're going to do leading with the hi-hat to the snare, and then lead with the bass drum, starting on beat 3. 2, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 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 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1. So what's fun is move these all around. Try your leading hand on the ride, try it on the cowbell, floor tom, small tom. So hopefully these exercises and examples have helped you kind of feel and internalize the rhythm more. Definitely try to pick up the tempos, keep going faster. Let me know also if you'd like me to do another video of some more examples and exercises to practice along with. So the other thing is, I think by moving these rhythms around the drums and splitting up your hands and your feet, take these and come up with as many different patterns as you can. Hopefully that will really help. I also, eventually I'm going to do a video of the Fool in the Rain beat I was talking about. I'll give a explanation and a demo of how to play that beat because it's such a fun beat to play. So look out for that. And please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you next time. Thanks.